folks, it's Silver Dave, and it just keeps going. Things just keep getting more and more ridiculous. Wow. Hi folks, it's Silver Dave at Local Silver Mint, and we're here watching the financial system practically burn itself to the ground, and hopefully you're having as much fun in the process as I am. Luckily I stacked silver, so I'm not as worried about like the fake stock prices and all the stuff that they're doing. So in today's video we're going to cover a couple important things. And first we're going to talk about our really incredible sale in the showroom, and then I want to show you some of the ridiculous data points that we are seeing as it just continues to get sillier and sillier. The financial situation in America, wow, it's a tragic comedy, folks. But first, let's get into some fun stuff. If you didn't know, we took in a lot of silver and gold items. I got back from the vacation, and this first few days just back, we had people coming in and selling. You know, we had one couple that came in, and we hear noises over there, so I'm checking to see. We're trying to film this video real fast before the next customer comes. Yesterday, you know, we had, I think it was the day before yesterday, we had this nice couple. They came, they drove all the way from Maine to come and sell silver to us, and they sold us. It was just under 100 grand. So we're like, wow, you know, tying up some capital. Oh look, there's another fire engine. Side note, I've never seen so many ambulances and fire engines go by every day as we've seen in this past few months. It's clearly something's going on. We see more ambulances going by every day than we've ever seen. I get customers coming in telling me that their family members are dying and all these people are passing away. And so it seems like there is a big thing happening, and you might know a little about it, that you know, there's going to be some changes over this next few years, and I think that the ratio of houses to people is going to change, or there's going to be more houses than people, if you know what I mean. I can't tell you all the details of this, but so in turn, we've taken in a lot of different silver and gold products, and so now we have to do a sale in order to help these products move and find homes. So we don't fill up, we need to maintain a purchasing capital, so we have to move some stuff. And so we have Austrian Philharmonics for just $2.49 over spot. We have Canadians for $1.99 over spot. We have beautiful Geiger 10-ounce bars for $2 over spot. And we have Mercury diamond. Take a look at some of these coins over here. Wow. Even, you know, Polar Bear, Canadians, Philharmonics, just a few dollars over spot. Even American Silver Eagles for, you know, $6 over spot. Brand new, uncirculated 2024. Wow. 100-ounce bars. 100-ounce bars, 79 cents over spot. Wow. What a great price. And of course, we've got Buffaloes for $1.99 over spot. And then also over here, we got Mercury dimes, Barber dimes, Barber quarters, Barber halves, pre-65 conventional quarters, just $24 times face. We've got a whole lot of stuff. What we don't have is 1/10 ounce silver rounds, because we sold them all. I can't believe we sold them all, but there is one place where you can still get them while they still have some left, and that is SD Bullion. You can go to SD Bullion, you can click the link below, and you can buy 1/10 ounce silver rounds, tube at 35, highly recommend it. They still have some left, depending on if they do by the end of this video or not. Actually, I'm not totally sure, but if you can get them, do it. Otherwise, we're making more as fast as we can. And so, if you want to stack some silver this Labor Day weekend, you should come down to Local Silver Mint. You can stack it up. We got all kinds of wonderful things, and we're here to sell and to buy and then to sell it again. This video is brought to you by the Silver Barter Bag. The Silver Barter Bag is the ultimate barter tool. A miniature canvas bank bag containing 10 1/10 ounce pure silver bars. Perfect for barters and trades. If you want to buy a dozen eggs or a basket of vegetables from your neighbor down the street, the barter bag is the perfect way to do it. Comes with this pull string release, and you can just open it up and then the bars just pour right out. Here we go. Take a look at them. Stamped on just one side to keep the production cost down and also allowing to make for the ultimate barter tool. If you want to buy your silver barter bag, you can buy it from your favorite dealer. Click the link below, or if you want to buy direct from us, we do have a $1,000 minimum, but you'll get the lowest price. You can call the phone number on the screen or email us to make your order. Thank you for watching and have a great day. All right, so with no further ado, now you heard my sales pitch, let's go take a look at some funny money numbers. Every time I look at this thing, it gives me the giggles. So here we are, we're at $35.25 trillion on the debt, national debt. Now, interest on the debt is $930 billion. Well, why is that funny? That's funny because the defense budget is $920 billion, $10 billion less. That's right, $10 billion less is being spent on your defense than it's being spent on interest. And then, what's really funny, let's take my calculator out and take a look. All right, so when I plug in the U.S. federal tax revenue, which is how much money they collect in extortion, is what I like to call it, it's extortion. So this is the extortion revenue that they collect, and it's $5 trillion. Now, when I take that number and I plug it into my calculator, and then I subtract the biggest budget items, which, side note, are not all of them. This is just the biggest budget, which is Medicare at $1.8 trillion, Social Security at $1.4 trillion, defense at $920 billion, and interest on the debt at $930 billion. And that's only the top four biggest, but there's of course 100 more smaller ones. And when I plug that in, okay, I just type this in, and of course it's really hard to type this number in because it's literally just counting up so fast that by the time I plug in the number, it's a new number. But so I plug in, okay, I'm plugging in the number that we got here, and the U.S. federal extortion revenue minus the four biggest budget items equals negative $106 billion. And so what I'm saying is that there is a deficit, just the four big things on the debt minus the extortion revenue. There's $106 billion not enough. And that doesn't even take into account the 100 other programs that the government is paying for. And so, why is this number going up so fast? Well, gee, not only are they paying more on interest than on national defense, but they also are paying more on everything than they're taking in. So this thing's going to go up by $106 billion just in between. Excuse me, that's not even the right number. The $106 billion is just the four biggest things. When you add up everything, we don't really even know what it is, but roughly it looks like, in addition to whatever they have to pay on the interest and on the debt, but they're also going to have to borrow about $500 billion, roughly $500 billion per 3 months, just to cover those things, plus the additional expenditures. And so this thing's going to crank up so fast. And then one other side note is that we're watching the stock markets going up, right? Stock market keeps going up. Well, no wonder it's going up. They're pumping all this fake money into it. And when they're pumping all this money into it, it's artificially going up. And so if you own a lot of stocks and bonds, I mean, I'm not a financial planner, and I'm not giving you any professional financial advice because I can't do that. The people who can do that will probably give you like horrible advice, and people like me that would probably give like really good advice, we're not like allowed to, which is like kind of the comedy. But if you're in deeply in a lot of stocks and bonds, you might want to think about that. You might want to get more silver and or gold and less paper investments, because this ship is going down on a global level. And we've been talking about this, and we keep telling people, and some people like to find out things the hard way. Other people like to learn from history. You know, we'll see. If you're watching this channel, you're probably someone who likes to learn from history rather than to repeat the mistakes of history yourself.
Dave, you know that we have the smartest customers. And what do you see our customers doing in terms of their portfolios, the things that they say when they come in? What do you see our smart customers doing?
Well, our customers, agreed, are very smart, and we have wonderful customers. We're quite blessed, quite lucky. We have great conversations. We talk about all kinds of things. They share things and data points with us that would probably shock the normies, and they probably couldn't even handle it. But a lot of our customers are stacking silver more than gold, just because people are anticipating silver going up to a greater percent. But also they're stacking about 10 or 20% of their stack in little pieces of silver for barters and trades, because even though those little pieces of silver cost more per ounce now, they save you a much greater amount later when you go to spend them on the other side of the equation.
Do you see any customers selling off land or selling their retirement portfolio, cashing out of the stock market, and then coming in to buy into silver?
Definitely see people doing that. People are definitely selling different assets and converting that into physical silver. We did have, I think we talked about in the last video, where a guy, watched one of our videos and he took all his money out of the bank and he insisted he needed to buy silver. Kind of funny, but actually we're seeing that people are concerned about the banks. They're concerned about having too much money in the banks. They're concerned about the stock market. We do have a guy who's been a major investor, a major partner in a lot of different projects, and he's really getting rid of a lot of his stocks, because he's the one who pointed out to me that he sees them pumping money into the stock market to make it look like it's doing good. But right now, entities and businesses and individuals are going under. And customers, we have customers selling to us, telling us, oh, I don't want to sell, I have to, I need this or that, or have the medical problems or different types of issues. And even people that we thought were like really rich, turns out, they say, oh man, it's not as good as it looks, we're having big problems. So I think people are having a tough time right now, and so it's a good idea to protect yourself and to plan. And I'm Silver Dave, so you probably know what I think the best thing to stack is. Does that answer your question well?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So you're probably smart, but for people that aren't in that place, I feel sorry for you, but we're trying to help. And so I just wanted to share this brief moment with you. I hope this video was educational or entertaining for you. And if you're looking to stack it up this Labor Day weekend, you can come on down to local Silver Mint. Mike and I are going to be here. There might even be our third salesman. He might be here too, depending if he can get here. And we'll be here selling. So thanks for watching. I'm Silver Dave. And remember to stack it up.